Hey, I'm Lauren Gerling, and the strategy I'm going to model for you guys today is called the LINCS Vocabulary Strategy. Now, LINCS is an acronym, and it's spelled L-I-N-C-S. Now, first, LINCS, L means list the parts, I, identify reminding words, N, note a linking story, C, create picture, and S, self-check. So I'm going to take you through each of these steps. And the LINCS vocabulary strategy is going to help you learn how to remember a word, a vocabulary word. Now, since my focus is on primary grades, I'm going to use a first grade vocabulary word, and I went with the word dairy. Now, first, L, list the parts of the word. So first, you're going to get a sheet of paper, and you're going to draw a line down the middle lengthwise, just like I did here. Then you're going to flip it over, draw another line here, and a line down here, so it will look like this. Okay, once you draw your lines on your paper, you will essentially have one sheet of paper that looks like this. Line on the front, two lines on the back, and list the parts. So we're going to write our word dairy. So your front of your paper should now look like this with the word dairy. Then you're going to flip it to the back, and on the top part you're going to write a few words that will help you remember the definition of the word dairy. Now, dairy means a food or a drink product that's made from milk. So some of the words that I think of when I think of the word dairy are food, drink, milk, or cow, because milk comes from cows. So the back, you're going to write food, drink, milk, cows. So now, the back of your paper should look like this, and the front of your paper should look like this. So we have our word that we're defining, and then some more words that will help us remember our definition. Now we're going to flip it back over to the front, and we're going to go to the I part of our strategy, identify reminding words. Now, a reminding word is a word that's going to help you remember the word dairy. So it could be a word that might sound like dairy. So let's try to think of some words that sound like dairy. Dairy, carry, marry, berry. Berry is something you eat. Dairy can be something that you eat or drink. So they're both food type words. So I'm going to write berry. So the front of your paper should, I wrote dairy and berry. So now we are going to go to the end part of our strategy that says note a linking story. So on the back of our paper, where we have food, drink, milk, and cow, over here we are going to write a linking story. We're going to make up our own story to help us remember the definition of dairy. And I wrote, the cow lives on the dairy farm. So that's the end part of the LINCS strategy. So now that we've listed the parts, we've identified reminding words, a reminding word, we wrote a linking story. Now we're going to go to C, create a picture. Now, dairy. Dairy is a food or a drink that is made from milk. So I could draw a cow, I could draw a glass of milk, I could draw ice cream. So I drew each of those things in the bottom right-hand corner of the back of our paper. So now you should have your whole paper. On the front you should have the word dairy, the reminding word berry. You turn it over and you have more words that help you remember the definition of dairy. You have your linking story, and you have the picture that you've created. So that takes you through the LINC part of the link strategy. And finally, S, self-check. We're going to check 2 ways that we remember the word dairy. We're going to check forward, and then we're going to check backwards. So to check forwards, we start on the front of our note card, dairy. Dairy. And dairy is a food or a drink product that's made from milk. Milk comes from cows, so it's a drink or food milk product that comes from cows. Then I'm going to look at our reminding word berry. Berry is something that I eat. Dairy are food or milk products that I can consume as well. So we have dairy, berry, our words. We're going to look at our story that we've made. The cow lives on the dairy farm. And our picture. A cow produces milk. We can drink milk. Milk can create ice cream, and ice cream is something that we eat. So dairy is a milk product that we can drink or eat. So that was checking that method going forward. Now we're going to check backwards. Going backwards, we start with our picture. Cow. Cows make milk. You can drink milk. Milk can make ice cream. We eat ice cream. So again, dairy is a milk product from cows that makes milk or ice cream or things that we can eat and drink. We can look at our story. The cow lives on the dairy farm. We can look at our words that we've made to help us remember the definition. Food, drink, milk, cow. We flip it over to the front. Look at our reminding word berry. A berry is something that we consume, and dairy is something that we consume. Dairy.